Prepared to get a blowjob. Rip headphone users. Okay, well, had a minor incident on the workbench with driving the extruder with a drill. Not the brightest plan I've ever come up with. But yeah, the fine piece of Velcro. Strap you guys to this little guy, and then we can have a chat. I ran some Instamorph through there, through my extruder, just to test that it extrudes properly. And it works like a champ. To be perfectly honest, it works a little better than I thought it would. Considering there was like zero actual design work done on this thing. It was just, these dimensions look good. And then when it came to making the thing, I kind of just winged it as well. So I'm going to quickly pop it back together because I cleaned it out after I extruded. But this is the basic assembly. We've got a end cap here that's going to be used to keep the tube in place. Behind that we've got a thrust bearing, and then just a normal roll deep groove ball bearing that will get the pulley attached here, and I've tapped the end of the bit for M6 so that I can prevent any forward movement using that ball bearing. But not that forward movement is really going to be an issue on this. So for assembly, we've got the tube that's got the little slots in it that goes on and into there's a step in there that it sits on. We align it up vertically-ish, then grab the hot end, and there's provision for a thermistor there, that faces downwards, and then these nice bolts that I made get put in place and get a little bit of a nip up. So I have designed it to be pretty easily serviceable, either in the machine or removing it. To remove it is going to be a case of removing the motor off the back and then removing 6 screws in this whole assembly. Just come straight out the back of the machine. So once those are in, it's then just a big flat screwdriver, nip them down, and with the plastic I was extruding, it doesn't go very liquid when heated, so I didn't get any leaks. It goes kind of like ABS when heated. And then we just check that that's still free turning. It's free enough turning that I'm not too phased. Worst case, drilling machine. It's fine. Loops enough. Once you get some plastic, it'll act as lube. Then it literally just reposition you guys quick. Literally just pops in the back here. I made a little skew. I need to make the in-feed extender still. And then on the controller, I'm actually going to use a normal 3D printing extruder with a pair of flush cutters to make myself pellets, so that I don't have to buy in like large amounts of specialty plastics. I can use, if I want to run TPU or I want to run ABS or whatever, I can clean out the machine, load the filament into the prep unit and let it just friggin' cut away with a bit of G-code that loops, and let it just make me how many grams I need for the specific job. If I do want to run granule, I should be able to feed in standard size granules into this as well. Should be nice. But yeah, there we go. So there she's assembled. Pretty darn rigid. I need to put a little space here to hold the feed tube, which I'm going to get to a bit later. The NEMA bloody big motor goes on the back. It's a NEMA 34 closed loop stepper that I have laying around. That's going to drive my feed screw here. I don't see it really being an issue. Should smoothen up over time. There's a bit of plastic in there still. And then this is just the NEMA 23 with 6:1 reduction for the dingus end. But yeah, let me make some more parts and then we'll catch up. Okay, sweet. I want to deck off one of my super glue fixtures here, and I'm using these guys. So I got in some aluminium inserts, and my god, they're amazing. Compared to the potato inserts I was using, like, I can't even say night and day because it just doesn't do it justice. But anyway, so this guy had a part on it. I'm literally just going to machine off the super glue now, and then this guy's going in, then that guy's going in on a separate fixture. Those are the intermediate plate that sits about here, and then the slidey plate that allows me to, when I disengage the mold, it pulls away from the nozzle so that I get a clean break and I can get a decent sprue out. So yeah, these are the next two plates that need to be machined. Not really feeling it, but I'm going to knock them out quickly, because once they're done, then the only thing really left machining wise is going to be the mold. So yeah, I can start move on to software and other shit as well. So yeah, let's get a crack-a-lackin'. And there we go. Here's a flat. Right there, and, yeah, no, it's pretty dang good, and that's just with me feeding it roughly by hand. So you must know how nice it is when I program it, which I actually haven't done in quite a long time. Anyway, I'm now going to super glue this guy. So we're putting in this piece here. Just give it a lack of sand. Quick wipe down with the acetone. Now, the most important thing that I've discovered, this kicker works like a bomb, but the glue is absolute shit. So the glue goes either in the bin or in the fridge for just general around the house things, and then I use this glue that I get from a local hardware store. That's what I found works best for me, so it's what I use. And then yeah, don't put glue sparingly. You may have to use heat to release it, but rather too much than too little. And then put a kicker on there. And the kicker takes it from being a 10-minute setup to being a 2-minute setup, because that is now hard enough that I can come in and probe it. There we go. Other X is found. Now my favorite thing about this is I go X equals 105.318 divided by 2. Bam! Sets my 0 in the middle. Just come forward. Divided by 2. I'm even going to just probe the Z. Asks for tool 999. Tell it to probe. Bang, done. That job is set up. All my other tools are set to length. Everything is ready to go. I'll now pull the code off the NAS and hit go, and it'll run apart relatively reliably. To the point where if the first tool doesn't crash, the rest don't crash. So I'm fairly confident in that. So yeah, let me set up and then see if we can time lapse this too. All my drills run in the chuck and they bottom out against the bottom of the chuck, and it retreats well enough that I don't really have any issues. If I'm trying to get a precision depth hole, then I will retouch off, but otherwise that's good enough. And run this quite moist, and then we can hit stop. Let it spool out the time important. So it's going to do that for a little while. See you when it's done.